Welcome everyone to another episode of Virtual India Sourcing Show. And today we've got a very exciting product category that we are covering really for the first time on any of our VIS shows, which is private labeling tea. And a lot of people in the community have been asking for a supplier that can help them private label tea and make different types of blends. So you're going to love this new supplier that we're going to interview. Mark and Kevin, how are you guys doing today?
Really well.
Well, as always, Megla, yeah, I'm excited about this one too, because we've been talking about tea for a long time, haven't we? You know, sort of as a commodity, and because, I mean, tea in India is like milk and sugar, isn't it? You know, it sort of got together.
Yeah, that's how you make tea in India, milk and sugar.
And so, yeah, excited to looking forward to seeing what's on today. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And before we bring on a supplier, and we also have a metal product supplier after the T1. So before we do that, but quick reminder that India sourcing trip is coming up next month. And Mark, how many sleeps to go now?
I've lost count, Megla. I reckon it's only must be 34 or 35 or something. I don't even think it's 40. I don't know. I'll have a look later.
Yeah.
It's getting closer. It's getting closer
getting very, very close.
Every morning.
But surprisingly, we still have people signing up. I mean, just yesterday, somebody signed up. So there's still time to sign up. If you do want to come with us on the trip, head over to indiasourcingtrip.com.
Yeah. And for the Moradabad trip too, people are still signing up for that. So maybe
exactly.
Magdalene might have to get a reserved bus for the Moradabad trip.
Yeah, we might need another bus for that. Yeah. But if you're not able to join us in October, the next trip is in March. The dates are March 13th to the 20th. So, you can join us for the March trip. And then after that is October again. So we are going to be doing these trips twice a year. So you're most
Life is moving fast when you say that, Megla.
And Megla, March will be different because the weather is different. And maybe we can bring a different sort of theme because it's, a different season, so to speak, when we're there.
Yeah.
And who knows, we might sort of put a big spin the wheel to what region we might travel to as an adult.
Absolutely. There's just so many regions. In fact, we were talking about this tea supplier to do a tea trail. Wouldn't that be cool?
That looks lovely. The countryside is beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, Christine. How are you doing?
Hello, Christine.
Sajita is here as well. All right, so let's get started. I'm going to invite Payal Agarwal from Zolina. Hi, Payal. How are you doing?
I'm very good. Good morning and good evening, whichever part of the world everybody is in.
Hello,
Thank you so much for joining us.
Lovely to see you. And you're looking very glamorous today, I must add.
Thank you, Kevin. You made my morning.
Christine is saying a walking tea tour sounds great.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I was
Vandana,
listening to your
long time.
backstage.
Sorry, Payal?
I said I was listening to your conversation backstage, and yes, we'd be really happy to have a tea trail with you guys in the month of March, which is just the perfect season for doing that.
Well, there we go.
Interesting.
We
We
could
need
have
to
a
talk
tea
about
party.
this.
We could have a tea party, couldn't we?
Let the puns begin now. All right, so let's get started, Payal. I'm going to share the presentation that you had, sent to us. So go ahead, tell us about Zolina and how you help people private label tea. Let me know when you want to switch slides.
Yes, thank you so much, Megla, and everybody for having me here this morning. And Zolina, it's not just a company, it's a dream project that has come out after many, many years of research. As we always say in life, first thing that we need to do is find the purpose. And I found my purpose in tea. So I was born in a small, very, very small village in Darjeeling, which even today does not have access to electricity and all these things, facilities, modern facilities. But then tea was what we grew up. And yes, it is milk and sugar in India, Kevin. But then Darjeeling tea is something which is not confined only to milk and sugar. That's the tea which people take as a herbal concoction, and that's what we do here. So, Megha, just let's shift to the next slide. I would like to share. So here, what we do at Zolina is help you create your own story and start your own tea business. So if you have ever thought that you would like to explore a journey into the tea space and you want to have your own brand of tea, we are here to help you out in every step. Yes, Meghla, let's go ahead. So before I share more about the tea and how we do the private label for you, I'd like to share a little bit of the journey and how I entered the tea space and what was the reason behind it. I've been a restaurateur for 15 years and being in the FMCG space, I was meeting people every year and in different parts of the world. But it happened once that I was traveling to Europe and I realized the minute I used
Sorry,
to tell
sorry,
people,
Payal. Sorry, Payal, just to
yes,
interrupt you. Someone is saying the sound is quite muffled when Payal is speaking. The sound is not very clear. So, can you change your microphone? Do you have another microphone that you can use? Are you using the computer's microphone?
no, I was using the AirPods. I can go to the computer microphone if
Yeah, I
that will
think go to
help.
the computer, at least just for the microphone. So, what you can do is go into settings and go into audio, and then you can actually just change the microphone at the top to the computers. Yeah, quite a few people are saying that the audio is not too clear. So maybe
Yeah,
the
I actually
AirPods.
turned my volume down. I found it was too loud. It was getting
Yeah, I
echoey.
had to do that as well. Yeah.
So, Meghla, you'll have to tell me if it's better now.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
much better. What do you think, Mark? Can you speak, Pyle?
Yes, so if this is okay now, I'll continue with it, or let me know if there's still a
Yes,
delay.
yes.
Yes, that's much
Perfect.
better. Yep.
Perfect.
That's better. Yeah.
So now, since we are in this virtual world, technology can be sometimes really challenging. So please pause me and let me know if there is any challenge. So yes,
Yeah,
well,
everyone's saying much better.
thank you so much. And so, as I was just sharing with you, so the whole journey why I got into the tea space. As we know in India, it's all about a culture. Tea is a culture. When we welcome people home, we always say it's conversations over tea. So this is where the journey began. And Megla, if we go to the next slide, I was born in Darjeeling, but the journey actually began in Europe. So I'm really, really grateful to that one trip. As we always say, that sometimes a trip changes our life. And for me, it happened all the way from India to Europe. So I was on a culinary tour, exploring the different cuisines of the world, and teaching Indian cuisine to people around the world, being from the FMCG space. That's where I saw that whenever I used to talk about tea specifically, I used to see a spark in people's eyes, and everybody was more interested in knowing about Darjeeling, the tea from India, and how can they procure the tea. That made me realize there's a big gap. And as Kevin mentioned when I was backstage, I was listening, that tea has been a commodity product and very, very underrated all across till today. So I thought it's time to bring tea to the forefront and make it a little more glamorous. Hence, I shifted from the core of restaurant to the tea space. And now in the tea, I saw many startups and many companies, they were trying to do bridging the gap only from garden to cup. People were starting their own business and big companies were supplying teas. So I thought, let me try and do a disruption in between and help more and more people wherever they are start their own tea brands. Hence, we started with the whole concept of private labeling tea. Begla, let's go to the next slide. So, how do we help you in the private label partnerships? We make it very, very simple with you. So, since we have procurement at source, we are connected to all the 87 gardens in Darjeeling and we have been in that area forever. So, we make your step very simple. You think what is the kind of tea that you want to launch? Everybody, all these years we have seen the client has a thought process, which is the category they want to launch their teas in. If beyond that, if you're not clear, if you want any clarification, we are always there to have a one-on-one session with you and explain you which is the category that you can look at. Because these days tea has been segregated into multiple areas. People look at it from the health perspective, some people look at it from a lifestyle perspective, and also the evening bar. Now there are a lot of teas which are going into the restaurant space as a special tea bar menu. So we can also guide you on that. So we just have very simple three steps. Choose your blend, choose your packaging. We'll give you a foray of packaging to select from. And you choose the design, you give us the name, and we'll ship the product ready in your name to whichever part of the world you are in. Let's proceed, Megla, to the next slide. We can proceed beyond this. We have already covered this. Now, is there a market size? Because there are so many tea brands. If we go to any modern bazaar or any of the Costco stores or any Walmart stores, we will see more than 100 brands of tea already there on the shelf. So many people, they ask us a question. There are so many brands already. Is there a place for yet another brand to be launched? Yes, there always is, because it's an industry which is growing on a year-on-year basis. 83.8% household drink tea. I understand there's some parts of the world where coffee is seen to be the main drink, but if we look at the data, every coffee drinking house generally has some tea in their shelf, and tea is consumed in every house. This is an industry, even when we were hit by the pandemic, it grew at a CAGR of 7.2% year on year. So there were industries which had to be shut down. They took a backspace because the industry was not moving. But the more people were confined to their houses and the tables, the consumption of tea increased. And people started looking for more new brands and new experiments, because we are always on the lookout for something new. So never be perturbed or worried about the market size and so many brands existing in the market. There is always an opportunity for something new, because everybody is on the lookout to look for something new. So yes, you should think of your own tea brand. Yes, Megla, can we go to the next slide? So private label is definitely the new evolution. So it is not necessary that we need to be there to help you start your brand. Every information is there on in the internet today. People can Google, go to YouTube, select, and they can do themselves. But then why are we needed? Because there is a big supply chain that is involved in it. If you would like to go from the procurement to the packaging to everything on your own thing, you need to have a team set up for that. And there is a lot of infrastructure development that needs to be done. The packaging units are not small units. There is a factory where the different kind of blending is being done. So if you want to start small and go the startup model and don't want to invest in a lot of infrastructure and research and development, we will make sure that process is taken care of by us. And now, as we read, millennials are actually shifting to healthier options, because health is the next buzz. After the pandemic, we have all realized that we can wait for everything else but not on the health side. And tea, which has always been known as a very health drink, many people, there are studies and research papers which also say how tea has been helpful in curing cancer, in Alzheimer's, and different kind of things. We are not making any claims here, because we need to have doctors on the panel to explain you that logically how that helps. But there are research papers and white papers. If anybody is interested, I'll be more than happy to share them with everybody. Yes, Megla, can we go to the next slide? Varieties of tea. So, Kevin, especially for you, yes, we have milk and sugar as the tea. So that's the last in the list, as you see, the chai, the Indian chai that people are always looking at with a lot of. So there's a nice joke in the tea fraternity that when in a pot, when there is milk and sugar, and by mistake you add some tea leaves, you end up making chai. So that's how it is. So chai is one of the component variety of tea. Before that, we have green teas, the black herbal teas, tisanes, which are picking up the market by a buzz. There is a lot of Ayurvedic concoctions these days that people are shifting to. Floral teas are very, very good, and places like the spas, the nutritionists, they all suggest a lot of floral teas these days. Especially the chamomile and the lavender teas are suggested by even dietitians and psychologists when people are not able to grab sleep, because sleep amnesia is a big problem. So floral teas like lavender and chamomile are actually suggested for a good night's sleep. Then the garden collection has always been a hit. There are teas by the name of like Lobchu, the Silver Needles, the Margaret's Deck. Margaret, see, we have a very famous tea by the name of Margaret's Tea here.
Oh,
And
there we
these
go.
are the kind, yes, which is one of the most famous gardens, and the tea from that garden is actually very different. The beauty of Darjeeling tea, if you anybody has done a research on that, Indian tea is from three different areas: Darjeeling, Assam, and the South. But the beauty of Darjeeling tea is it's sweet by nature. You never need to add on any kind of a honey or sugar is needed in it. because of the altitude and the clone of tea that grows in that area. It's sweet by itself, and the aroma is very, very different. Yes, Megla. So as you see, there are varieties of tea. You don't need to stick to one category. You can decide your own category and go ahead with that category. Yes, Megla, the next slide. Now, how is the journey? So this tiny little leaf, before it comes to your cup, it has a long journey to go through it. So we start some of the which generally the leaves can never be eaten. It's not for consumption just when you pluck it from the garden. They need to be processed. The process is at a different level. It's different for every category. It's different for green tea, black tea. Then we have orthodox teas, oolong teas. We make sure there is a QC check at every level, because not every garden is 100% organic. A few chemicals are also used when during the stage where tea leaves are growing. So we make sure there's a QC and every level of clearance is done. Then comes to the packaging. So while I talk of packaging, I'll take an opportunity here and show you some types of packaging that we have here. Starting from the traditional tea bags, which is the most traditional box, as we know, this tiny little pouch can go everywhere with you. So there, now we have gone to tea in a very, very simple way. Like, Megla, am I audible? I can't see you guys suddenly.
Yep.
Yeah, because I could suddenly not see you, so I thought I
Yeah,
hope
no,
I'm
because
not.
I just made you full screen. Yeah,
Yes.
okay.
So if you see this bottle, you must be wondering, is this some capsule or some medicinal products? This is tea in here. This is nothing, but we have made tea so easy. If I'm using my hand here just to show you all. So this tiny little tablet here, which actually looks like a medicine, it's tea in a tablet. So
Oh
all,
my
and
God,
there is,
that's so
yes,
cute.
and all
This is the first
all
time I've
that is
seen
needed.
that.
Yes, so this is something that we developed and it is very new. So we pack it in different kind of packaging. And as we say that if you go to different places, you don't need to have different variety. You carry your own taste with you every time. Now the beauty of this is all you need is just a cup of hot water and one tablet that goes into it and your herbal tea is ready. So it's very easy to carry, it's very eco-friendly, it doesn't leave any residue. Generally when we use these tea bags, it's the tea bag which later after the brewing it needs to be thrown or somewhere, but in this there is no residue that is left. So we keep innovating with tea in different types of packaging. Even when we talk of packaging, like we do the boxes, which not every time we do eco-friendly boxes, but sometimes people want to make it more personal. So if you want to launch a brand, Margaret, next time maybe I'll take permission from you for the copyrights, and maybe I'll draw a picture on this, and all about your tea will be mentioned here.
That's
So this is
fantastic.
the kind of packaging also that we can help you with. Yes, Megla, we'll go back to the slides and I'll have a few more samples to show, but then first we'll go ahead with the presentation. So, packaging, as I said, let your thoughts go wild with packaging. Don't restrict yourself to the type of packaging that is there on the shelf. If you like something on the internet, anywhere on any shelf, just bring it to us and we'll make sure we'll give you an option of that. Then the labeling, as we showed you, the labeling can be done as you want. We can print your own story on the entire box if you want. Then there is a QC check at that level also, so that all compliances on the label are taken care of. So once it hits the shelf, there is no challenge that you need to face. And at the end, it's the logistics, because our work stops at the logistic part. Once we ship it to you, selling it is your responsibility. So we bridge the gap from the garden to your warehouse, and beyond that, you take it from there. Yes, Megla, we can go to the next slide. So, how to get started? It is very simple. I've already spoken about it earlier. You just see one step extra here from the three step. So, select your blend, choose your packaging, and we help you create your private label design. And fourth is the logistics, as I said. That's the last step where we stop. And once the stock is in your warehouse, you can just do tea parties, call your friends over for some tasting session, and we'll be happy to guide you on that as well. Yes, Megla, to the next slide, please. Now, what do we do when we talk of the private label design? You can be as involved as you want. There are different steps, but we give you an absolute freedom to tick mark what you want us to be involved in. When we do a brand, we can be involved in every step. We have a team which you'll hear about in the next few slides. So, starting from your brand story, because everything, when there are so many brands now, why should my brand be selected? Like for example, the brand that we own is called Chai Om. So as we know, Om is the beginning of everything, and today people are shifting to yoga and all the healthier options. So we give the tagline, it's instant wisdom. So a cup of wisdom is what the story that we created. So we help you starting from your brand story to designing, procurement, customization, everything. But I'm going to take a few seconds here and talk mainly on the brand story, because many customers come to us and they ask us that, okay, what should be the USP of my product? So that's where we brainstorm with you, and we help you come up with a very different story and help you create your own niche in the industry, which is already very competitive. Now, is it mandatory you need to do that with us in case you have some other suppliers? No. You can create your brand story and share that with us. We will follow your brand deck for the packaging as you want. But in case you are stuck there, we'll even come to your rescue at that step. Yes, Megla, we can go to the next slide. I hope I'm not going very fast and you are able to understand where whatever I'm saying. If there is any problem, you can
Yes,
pause me.
definitely.
Yes.
Definitely. And we've
So
got lots of questions for you, Payal, as expected.
I'm here. No worries. I'm here to answer all of them as long as you want. So as I said that we have access directly to the garden. So our sourcing is directly from the tea estates. The, and when we source it directly from the tea estates, the beauty is no adulteration is there. When we buy from the gardens, there are teas which come from the garden which have the authenticity, and different garden has a different variety, and the taste also varies. So sourcing is directly from the tea estates, and then we make sure we have tea connoisseurs and tea tasters in the team who taste the tea, and the blending happens as per the read. So we have a team of chefs, and Michelin plated chef is with us on the board, so that me as a FMCG expert and a tea expert, I definitely taste the tea, but do we stop it there and do we make it the final blend? No. We make sure it goes to people who have the taste buds developed over the years, and that's why they are ranked as Michelin plated chefs across the globe. So we make sure that blends are tasted through them, because only if the taste is perfect, quality, packaging, everything goes secondary. Once people like the taste, they will not bother. Once they get addicted to the taste, every time they want, they'll pick up this. Like, I'll just pick up this bottle once again. So we have different flavors in this. So some people, they have a taste for cinnamon, some people they might have a taste for cumin. Now if I try to sell a cumin flavored product to somebody who has a flavor for cinnamon, it'll never sell. So taste is actually a very important factor. Quality, we never compromise on the quality. If there are clients who come to us, if there is a particular blend, we know that the ingredients are expensive or there's a particular cost coming to that ingredient, we get requests that, okay, let us change the product to a little cheaper products and bring down the cost. We don't compromise on the quality. We get all the ingredients and the herbs from the source, so we are very very particular about that. When it comes to warehousing, all the teas that we procure from the estates are saved at a right temperature, so the warehouse maintains the right temperature and hygiene to ensure that the quality has been maintained, and we make sure we deliver to you what we commit. If there's a challenge which we feel we'll not be able to address, we will be out front to you on the face and we'll say we are sorry, but this is not a place we have an immediate answer for you, but we'll get back to you with a solution. Yes, Meghla, we can go to the next slide. So the team, as uh, everything that matters is the right team. In a blend of tea, as the right ingredients makes the difference. So here the tea makes the difference. So I definitely am here, and I've spoken enough about myself. So I'll skip to Ankit Lochin, who is a tea connoisseur and blender, and he has more than 18 years of experience in the tea domain. Then we have Mr. Badrinath Mishra, who has more than 20 years of experience in strategy and compliance building. So whenever any product hits the shelf, we make sure he goes through a strategy and the compliances are taken care of. I mentioned about the Michelin plated chef Nishan Chaube, who has been connected to different countries. He has restaurants which he consults in Japan, in China, in Canada, in Bangkok, and different areas. So if you Google the Indus Bangkok restaurant, he's the consultant chef for them as well. Then we have Mr. Ajay Shah, who has and expertise into packaging. So together we come up with more than 100 years of experience if we combine everybody's experience, and we make sure that when the product comes to your shelf, it is absolutely ready from the customer user journey. It's not us who matters, because we always love our product, and whatever we create we feel it's the best. Nobody says my child is not the best child, but the teacher has to say that your child is the best, and that's what we make sure, that the product that is developed, the consumer should love it, the user journey and the experience is taken care of. So that's what we bring together as a team. Yes, Megla, we go to the next slide. Yes, this will be a question going on in many people's mind, that there are so many companies which can help us create our own brand of tea. Why should you choose Zolina? So Zolina, first thing I always say that every journey starts with the attitude. Not all answers were there with us when we started, but we make sure that anything that you bring to our table, we have an answer to that. The experience that the team brings together, and the usage of the raw materials, as we said, we will never use raw material which has been compromised or which is not directly from the source. So please do your comparison, go to others, but come back to us and we will make sure why we you should choose us. Yes, Megla, we go to the next slide. Certifications. Yes, we are judging a product. It's something that is consumed by the people. It is not something which is just a decorative piece on the shelf. So the certifications are very, very important. In India, if you are doing a brand, the FSSI certification is needed. There are certifications which are needed. Even the factory where the packaging happens, the unit has to be HACCP certified, which our unit is. And if you're in different areas like in US and Canada, all these areas, the FDA approval is needed. So we have a team which will guide you and which will help you get those certifications. We will not give you the certifications for your brand, but we'll connect you to the right people in your country who will get you the certification. So we'll close the whole loop for you. Not that the product is ready and you take care of the rest. We'll close the whole loop for you. Yes, Megla, we go to the next step. So these are few of our clients that we work with. So we work with pharmaceutical companies, and as you understand, there is a lot of rigidity when you go to pharmaceutical companies. They have a lot of checks and compliances that are taken care of. We work with Procter and Gamble. We work with the defense. We have supplied to the defense as well, and different categories. There are many startups on this screen also. Yes, Megla, we go
Mark,
to
can
the
you just
next
take
slide.
over? I'll just be back in a minute.
Mark, can you move to the next slide? I cannot hear you, Mark.
No, you.
Yes. So that's all about the presentation. If there is any questions, I'll be open to questions. But before that, I would like to show you some products which tea now, it's the festive season coming ahead. We have Christmas coming, we have Thanksgiving coming, and all the different time. So we do a lot of gifting in tea. So as you see, this is a nice little small box where people, when you're going to somebody's home, gone are the days when people would like to take a box of brownies or sweets only, because everybody is health conscious now. So we have shifted to a healthier option, which is see. So I'm just showing you some variety. So these are the different. I take people back to time and give some retro collection. There's one box I especially want people to see, because when we talk of variety of tea, this is a week book where we give different types of teas in test tubes. So
Oh,
this
wow.
is something we say, that make your tea your medicine, and you won't have to depend on medicines anymore. So there are 7 different varieties of tea for 7 days of the week. So these are just few samples that I have here around me. I'm showing, and freestyle. So make tea something which is more like a lifestyle. These are the traditional packs which are always there on the shelf. So as I said, let your thoughts go wild with design. Will make everything. So Megla, we will put one box. I'd like to bring it back to you. I repeat, make tea a medicine,
Yes,
and
no,
you won't have.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
So
Yeah, I could
Test
hear
tubes.
you.
tea.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, so
Yeah.
these are the things that we do. Now,
They're
any
great.
questions? I'm here, open to questions. That's all that I
Okay,
have to present.
awesome. That was wonderful. What a wonderful presentation and just amazing
Yeah.
products. I think you're doing a great job,
Yeah.
just revolutionizing tea. Okay, let's see.
Absolutely.
There's so many
Fantastic. Yeah.
questions. Let's start from the top. Okay, so Daisy says, I've always been interested in the tea niche, but have avoided it because it's gated. Thank you, Pal, for making it easier to go into this niche. And so let's maybe talk about this as well, gated. So on Amazon, if you want to sell tea and other types of products, they are gated. So Mark, do you want to maybe, talk about this
Yeah,
and what the
yes.
process
Look,
might look like?
it's not that difficult if all the paperwork is in place with the supplier. So what you would need to do is supply them invoices to prove where the products come from. But I think Pale's quite au fait with what happens with that now, so she would be able to guide you as well through that. But yeah, it's not a difficult process, to do if you've got everything right from the manufacturer.
Okay.
Yes, Margaret, I'll just add to
Allison,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
go
I'll
ahead.
just add one line to it. As I said, as Margaret very clearly said, the invoices from the manufacturer and the licenses, because we are selling on Amazon as well. And it's not a challenge. As long as the documentations are in place, you can very easily sell. And the categories, you need to be very particular about which category are you selling in. So once these things are taken care of, there's no challenge on selling it across the globe.
All right. So you're selling on Amazon India, right?
Yes, we sell on Amazon India.
Yeah. And I
Okay,
suppose
not
one thing
Amazon US.
people need to be aware of is the expiry date. Like tea does have an expiry date, so if you're putting it into Amazon, you have to watch how much stock you put in, because the expiry date, they won't let you sell, obviously, if it expires. So you've just got to be mindful of that if you're starting out.
Very
And
true.
it's 12 months, right? The expiry is 12 months.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Do you support drop shipping? So let's say if,
So,
and Allison, you can clarify if you mean, their brand or if you develop your own private label brand, because one option could be that, you could drop ship Bile's brand, right? That's one option to consider because they already have a brand with different blends, right? So have you ever considered, drop shipping where you fulfill orders for other buyers, directly from India?
see, it's a product which is a very small size product, and drop shipping from India directly is something which I'll not recommend highly. It's best to go with the FBA model and have some inventory there. Already there's a limited timeline to this, and a small product like tea. Okay, today I came across a flavor of tea, and when we think of tea or something that we are going to eat, we actually imagine the flavor in our tongue when we think of it. So if it's going to take more than 10 days to reach it to their shelves, people might sometime even cancel the order. It's best to have the inventory there, and I would suggest more on that. Now, if the product is, whether the brand, as the Megla question, that whether they want to do our brand, we are open to that thought process. We are already in talk with a few 3PL company already there in US as well, because we want to keep our products there and ship it directly instead of shipping it from India. Because the best is
Yeah.
to make sure when a person has ordered, they have it in their shelf immediately.
Okay. Do you do organic versions?
Very interesting question. And Vandana Purani. So, Vandana, with organic, there's a big challenge, and we always say don't go with organic, go with natural ingredient products. With organic, there are some gardens in India which are 100% organic certifications are there. We can give you those tea. As you saw in the list, there was a garden collection of tea. So if you want to go with the garden collection of tea, we can give you the teas which are organic. We give you the certifications for that from the garden as well. But now goes on to the packaging, because organic is something which is there is it's very complicated. Now when we go with the packaging, if we put a product in any kind of a box, is that packaging 100% organic? So that is a challenge, and these days getting organic certification for a brand has become a big challenge. So we always say that try to play safe when you are starting small. So go with natural ingredients instead of making organic ingredients. But if you go with the garden collection in the paper pouches and all, which are there from Darjeeling, always at a ship, it's okay. We can give you organic teas from the garden certifications.
Okay. Vandana is also asking, what does processing mean? So she asked this question while you were going through your slides and you talked about, the fact that tea is processed after it is plucked.
Yes. So, Vandana, I like your questions. You are going into the depth, and it's really nice. So processing, what happens, as I said, that from the gardens, when the teas are plucked, the leaf that is plucked, it's not ready for consumption. Just from, it's not that you're walking from a garden or you're there on a tea trail and you could actually pluck some tea leaves, but you cannot consume them directly. There's a process that it goes through. So there are different processes. So, for example, the chai tea that we call the Indian chai, it is called CTC. But is CTC the type of tea? No, it's the process. It's cut, tear, and curl, that the steps of processing that the tea goes to. So in the machines, the teas are first leaves are cleaned, then they are cut, then they are torn, they are rolled into small leaves. Now, when it comes to green teas and black teas, the fermentation levels are different, because the leaves that come, it is not directly. If you take those leaves and just store it into a box, it'll decay in some time, because they are nothing but they are leaves from another plant. So we cannot just pluck the plant and store it in a box. So there is a process of drying, making sure the excess was removed, and there is a certain temperature to which they are fermented also. When we put our tea leaves, these orthodox leaves, into the water, we see that the color comes out. The white tea is more on the whiter side of the liquid. Then there's green tea. The color of green tea is always different, the cup. And the black teas, now they come from the same leaf, but the processing makes a difference. And that's why it is said that it's the process of tea which the same leaf becomes a different category. So until unless it is processed, it's not ready for consumption. White tea is processed the least, and it is generally hand processed. So there are white teas which are generally hand rolled, and they are treated like, very delicately. And that's why white teas, the silver needles and all, are so expensive. CTC, which is processed the maximum, but that entire process happens in the factory. And that's why we get these chai, the CTC, as low as 120 a kilo, but we can never get a orthodox teas below 1000 rupees a kilo. I'm talking in Indian currency, but if we go to the dollars, we can get the chai teas maybe at $1.5 a kilo also. But the regular teas, we don't get anything below 12 to $40 one 1000 grams. So it's all the processing that makes the difference.
Wow, that's fascinating. And earlier we were talking about doing this tea trail to some of the tea farms in tea plantations in Darjeeling. So I think that's a really interesting concept. And you said that March would be a really good time to do that. So I just want to throw this question out to people who are watching. And if you guys are interested in doing this tea trail in Darjeeling, just type tea trail in the comments so that we get an idea of, how many people might be interested. And then we can, decide to go ahead with that, because that would be fascinating. I mean, walking through the tea plantations, going into the factory, tasting all of the teas. And Darjeeling is such a beautiful place in the hills. Oh my God, I'm like already there.
No, that is something, the journey. So starting, so when you're moving across those tea gardens, and then when you see the tea that you're drinking, how it is processed in the factory, we'll show you the entire processing step also, the factory visits, and you will realize that it looks like a small leaf that you are consuming every morning. That's why it says that it has been a very, very underrated commodity, but it's time to actually glamorize. And I mentioned it earlier also, these days there are actual tea bars coming up. A lot of tea cafes are always around. We used to have all these Starbucks and all, but now there are so many tea cafes. But there's a very interesting concept that I'm a big lover of, is a tea bar concept. That there are so many teetotalers in the world. Why not actually make a good mocktail out of tea with different concoctions? So that's another very interesting thing. When you do a tea trail, I'll set up event for that as well for you all.
And do you want to talk about
Excellent.
your passion, your secret passion project? I saw that on your profile, the tea
Okay.
wine.
Yes. So now, since you've touched it, so when I got into the tea space, people used to question me, why did you come into tea? And I'm a wine lover myself, so I used to travel to Europe, and I've traveled to Maribor to check the 400-year-old wine Satara. That I've been that passionate about wine. So when I got into the tea space, I was like, I cannot leave wine behind. So if you fall in love in this for a second time, you never forget your first love. So wine was my first love, so I could not. So I kept thinking it's time to combine the two and make peace with both of them. So I did a little bit of a research and a study, and I realized that tea can very well be fermented. Now, many people are aware of kombucha. these days. Kombucha is another buzz thing people have very well. So it does not have a very big shelf life. That's why restaurants and the hotels have them in their cold section, because the shelf life of kombucha is around 6 to 8 days. So just to clarify, what is kombucha? Kombucha is a fermented drink. So the iced tea which has been fermented is kombucha. So now the next step to that will be fermented it like a wine. So tea can actually be fermented like a wine. It takes time. There is a process. It goes through the entire aging process. But tea has those category like in Darjeeling. And if you read more about tea, tea has always been known as the champagne. So it has always been known as the Darjeeling has always been known as the champagne. So imagine if you are a teetotaler and you also raise a toast, really sparkling white tea, which you
Payal,
can use
you're
it for any. Yes, am I back now? I saw you like for a moment.
yeah.
Am I
You're back.
here now? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're here.
Yeah.
Your video is not too good, but your audio is okay. Okay, let's take some more questions, Payal, because we're running out of time. We've got so many questions. So, are the tablets full of organic product, or are there any chemicals? And can you also pack them in a cloth bag instead of plastic bottles?
Okay. So the three questions to it. So organic products. So once again, going back to the use the word organic, and I don't promote using the term organic. All natural products. The ingredients that are used in these tablets are all natural herbal ingredients. The sweetness stevia has been added to it, and there is a salt that has been used for the composition, but that's a medicinal salt itself. So there's nothing artificial in it. The second part of the question was, Megha, can I see the question once again? Can you also pack them and any chemical? So there are no chemicals. Because this is something that if we pack it in a cloth bag, it will not remain for long. The reason is because there's moisture that can go into it, and the minute if we have moisture, the shelf life will decrease. So the best is to
Okay.
pack it in plastic and do it in glass bottles if need be.
Yeah. Your voice is breaking up a bit, but I guess I think we got the gist of it. So, cloth won't work because of moisture, and so plastic bottles is much better.
It needs to be
Okay.
sealed.
I will
Yeah.
type it here as well.
Yeah. Okay, so Ross is asking, will Payal be at India sourcing trip? And Payal, I think you should come to India sourcing trip. On October 13th, we've got a full day conference, and we've also got a little mini expo area where we're going to have suppliers showcasing their products. And so it'd be amazing if you want to take up a table there and showcase some of the different packaging options and bring some of the tea tablets and maybe even,
Tea
get
for
people to
morning
taste.
tea.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Let's take it offline, and I'll make sure I'll try and be there. I'll try and be
Okay.
there.
Awesome. Okay,
And I
cool.
think people might be interested in the evening to see why.
Yeah. How's the quality of taste of the tablet compared to the tea leaves or tea bags?
It's just like any other herbal tea that you consume. So if we're
Oh,
talking about the milk tea, definitely there's a caffeine component in it, but it is like any other herbal tea flavor that we consume. So it's like a green tea blend, there is a black tea blend, so it tastes like a normal herbal tea.
So no
okay.
different.
Tastes like normal terminal tea. Okay.
Yeah.
It's no different. And so basically, the tea is made into powder and then made into these tablets, right? Capsules.
Exactly. So basically, the green tea is extracted, and nowadays there's a lot of extract used in making different capsules. So, like curcumin, it's an extract from the turmeric. Similarly, the green tea extract is used to make these tablets.
Okay. Got it. Do you offer tasting notes to assist with marketing?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Yes, we do.
Cool. Love the idea of gifts.
Yeah.
Great presentation.
Oh, that was either. That was the drop shipping or not.
That was your drop shipping, yeah. Okay.
Mm.
Why does tea have an expiry date? Does it really go bad with time?
I like the question. I hope I pronounce your name, Osana, if I'm pronouncing it
Oksana.
right. So
Oksana, yeah.
actually, yeah, Oksana. So actually, the tea doesn't go bad, to be very honest. because it is a food product, there are some norms from the government side that we need to make sure we have a shelf life mentioned on the products. But tea actually does not go bad with time. So if you have some old tea on your shelf, you can use them. There will be some moisture content in the tea, which if the tea tasters and the connoisseurs they drink the tea, they will say that the notes have changed. This tea has a lot of moisture content. But actually, if you have some tea and go and consume them, you don't need to discard or throw them. Just use it.
Right. Great question. If we come up with our own ingredients and blend, how can we protect our specific blend so it's not copied? Yeah, can you like
Well,
copyright or
you know,
patent?
once the blend is done, you need to go and apply for the copyrighted patent. Megla already answered the question.
So you need to
So
patent
you
it.
can apply for a patent, right?
Mm.
Yes, you can. You can.
Okay, great. Faiza, that answers your question. How do those tea tablets hold their shape? What is added in there?
So this has been made with the compressed sugar machines. So all the other tablets, like for example, Dolo or these medicines, whatever they are done, they use one salt. As I said, there's a medicinal salt that is used in these tablets as well, and they are done in the factory with the compression technology. These are not done manually. These are done in the machines itself with the compression technology.
Okay, got it. Wow, lots of people interested in the trail. Vandana, Facebook
Christine.
user, Christine, and scones. She wants scones too. Forgot
Oh,
wine tasting,
yes.
tea trail. Okay. Well, I guess we're doing a tea trail. The best tea I've ever tasted was silver tea from Sri Lanka. Is it similar to your white tea?
Yes, so silver chips, white tea is there's a very famous variety of white tea by the name of silver chips. So yes, silver tea from Sri Lanka. Now there'll be a little difference in the taste because Sri Lankan altitude taste from Sri Lankan tea is different from Darjeeling. But yes, there are similar products that you're talking about.
Okay. Daisy's in for the tea trail as well. Can we have a copyright on the blend? So it's a patent, basically, not a copyright. Wouldn't it be great to have a tea tablet with milk additive? Is that a possibility? Like, powdered milk?
Not immediately, but then maybe one of you will come up with that special patented technology, and we will take marketing rights from you for that.
What's the cost of getting samples of tea blends? Yeah, can you also talk about samples, Payal? Let's say if people do want to taste some of the samples that you already have, or if somebody has their own ideas for blends, how does that entire sampling process work?
So if it is in India, I mean, shipment is not a problem for us. So you can select it from our blends on the website, or we can send you the list. But if you're somewhere else in different part of the world, so the main thing is the logistic cost. See, we generally for the samples, we are not very rigid on charging you for the samples. We don't mind sending you free samples. But when you are in US or any other part of the country, the shipment and the logistic cost has to be borne by you. We will ship you samples. You'll have to pay mainly for that. Until unless it's a very specific blend that you're asking for. If you're asking for samples from your brand, we don't have a problem. We'll ship it to you. But we got a few inquiries where people had specific blend requirement. So if we are creating a blend for your sample, there is a sampling cost for that. So that's how it works.
Okay. So guys, in case anyone's interested in, the samples or talking to Payal, getting more information, you can send them a message via their webpage on indiasourcing.net/Zolina. So you can actually see the URL scrolling at the bottom of your screen, and Kevin's going to point at it real soon. There it is. So just type that in, or it's also in the description of the post or in the comment section wherever you're watching. So click on that link, send a message to Payal. Even if you don't know what you're looking for, you're not sure, just have a conversation with her, see what's available. You might be able to come up with some ideas. Okay,
Absolutely. And
last question now. Yeah, go ahead.
yes, I'll just add to this. So once you send us a email, if you want, we could set up a call, and I could answer your queries there one to one as well.
Okay. Do they all have high caffeine levels?
It differs. So, like white tea is low on caffeine. Some black teas have a little high content of caffeine, and there are decaffeinated teas as well. So, these herbal concoctions, some of them are completely decaf. So, it varies from blend to blend, and the process, as I said, the process makes the difference. So, which variety of tea that you're selecting, it differs on that.
Okay. Wow, Payal, I think we can spend another hour here talking to you.
I'm so
This has been
happy, and
really
I'm so
enlightening.
yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
very.
so happy to see so many people interested in with so many questions. It's really nice to see people interested in tea. So I
Yeah.
realize now I found the perfect why of my life.
That's excellent.
Awesome.
That's
Yeah.
great.
And it really shows. It really shows how passionate you are about tea. So yeah, that's amazing. All right, Pyle. So we're going to let you go. Thank you once again for
Thank
joining us,
you.
and we look
That's
forward to seeing
wonderful.
you in October.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank
we
you,
will
Fire.
see
Next
you.
month.
Namaste from India, and thank you
Thank you.
everybody for
Thank
having me.
you.
Thank you.
Bye.
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 Oh wow, that was amazing.
That was brilliant.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
See,
that
I
was
told you
so
about tea, Megla. I told you about
yeah,
tea.
you did. You're right, Kevin. You were
Indian
right.
tea.
All right, so let's keep moving here. We've got another supplier. She's so knowledgeable, amazing. Yes, and
Absolutely.
it really shows that she's passionate about tea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
very
for sure.
passionate.
Yeah. Okay, so let's move on. We have Ankit Kumar joining us from Designer Impex. Hi, Ankit. How are you doing?
Hello,
Hi,
I'm fine.
Ankit.
How are you? Hello, everyone,
Hi,
and good
Ankit.
morning to
Hello.
all of you.
Good
Hi,
morning to you.
Ankit, where are you joining us from, Ankit?
I'm from Radabad.
Okay, awesome. And so your company is Designer Impex, right?
Yes, ma'am. We are Designer Impex. Please allow me a
Okay.
few minutes so that I can describe about my factory, about the
Yes,
Designer
please go
Impex.
ahead.
We are a factory established past 2 decades back. We are also dealing in sheet metals since 1978. We have wide range of categories covering home decor, kitchenwares, garden, lighting, glass products. We mainly deal in metals, sheet metals, iron wire, marble, wood, made products. We are well established metal and wood fabrication plant in house, and we outsource glass and marble product. 100% cleaning, quality check, and packaging are done in our factory in house for the outsourced products. So let me show you some of our products so that you can get a clear idea.
I'm
It's your
amazed, guys, how
showroom.
many different products that
This is
are
our
here.
showroom, as you already know. This is a glass jar, clear glass jar, rattan weaving over it, and having a lid. Storage jar, you can
Beautiful.
say.
Very different.
This is another kind of jar made of glass, full glass. This is water pitcher glass having rattan weaving over it.
That's so different, it's like glass
Isn't it
with
different? Yeah.
ratchet,
Right.
yeah.
We have wide range of rattan weaving over the glass like this,
Oh,
like
interesting.
this.
Somebody was
Another
looking for glass items
Yes, this week.
in on
Somebody
our
on the
call.
trip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
on the
somebody on the
trip.
trip.
Yeah.
lotion pump made of glass and rattan weaving over it. We have oversized washes made of glass.
Oh, so that's a vase. And is that glass as
This
well?
is
Yeah, they're
Yes,
glass.
ma'am. This is made of glass.
Oh,
Can you just show us those beautiful drinking glasses you showed last night? You know, the glasses, the cup, they were gorgeous.
Let
Just
me
the
show
plain
that.
glasses. Yeah, sorry. I just think a lot of people will think they're beautiful. No, the plain ones. You know the ones you showed last night, the cut glass? The cut glass
Sorry?
ones from last night.
cut glass. Last night you showed some cut glasses to them. No, he wasn't the
Uh,
same person last night. Last night was a
No,
different person.
I am the same person.
Yep.
Let
Okay.
me.
She's the same person.
He, He is the same person.
I wasn't there at the. No, but then didn't
Actually,
Sajita say
I was,
Ashutosh and Rahul?
I'm little bit confused because we have wide range of categories. Now I showed them the
The
whole showroom.
glasses. No,
So
just your glasses. The glasses. Yeah, those sorts of
this
glasses.
one,
Yeah. Yeah, lots of
Yeah.
the
different ones. Yeah, they've got. Yeah.
crackle finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Beautiful.
crackle finish.
Yeah.
This is also another one
Yeah.
having half crackle clear, and the another part is colored with the tone.
This is amazing glassware that I know a lot of people have been looking for glassware. There's shelves of glassware.
This is a set, small jar, large jar with a glass tray and a lotion pump.
Yeah.
Complete set of 4-piece set. This is storage jar made of glass.
They're very different. We haven't seen
Very
anything
different
like
designs.
this.
Very different
This is
designs. Yeah.
made of glass. Storage jar. Dry fruits you can put it.
Oksana is saying, oh, guys, you should try and rest sometimes. We're getting our people mixed up. Okay, do
We
you
have
have
wide
glass
range.
that looks like crystal?
Yes, he does. Yeah. You showed some last night, some cut glass. You had some last night, some coloured. I remember royal blue it was. It was beautiful.
It's a massive show.
Like this,
We're making
ma'am.
him walk around the showroom.
No, the ones that had the cut in the glasses, like crystal. Looks like crystal.
Cut glass.
Cut glass.
Cut glass with the plain or the like
Yes.
this.
Yeah, those sorts of ones. Yeah. Yeah, they
I've
look
seen
Here
like
it is.
crystal.
Yeah,
I think
about
that's what
these.
I think that's what crystal she's talking about. Yeah.
We're getting closer. We're getting
Yeah, there we
closer.
go. Up the top, the grey one.
There you go. Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, yeah.
There we are. Is that what you mean, Christine?
Sorry.
Oh, it's all right. I'm talking to the lady. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Wow.
Yeah,
All
these are nice.
colours.
So are these all, like, how are these made, Ankit? I mean, in terms of the process, is it like, in a mold
Ma'am,
or is it hand
ma'am,
mouth blown?
th- these glass have different size of mold. After that, a molten glass poured into the mold, then kept it for some time so that it can get shape according to the mold.
Okay.
So they're done in molds. Yeah. In a block.
Okay, somebody was asking, so the glass and rattan ones that you showed earlier, are they
Yes, ma'am.
washable?
Ma'am, if the glass is clear, then it is washable with any kind of wool. If it is colored glass or any texture, then you have to use some soft foam to wash it so that its texture wouldn't get tarnished.
Okay, but what about the rattan one? Like, can that rattan be washed?
Ma'am, rattan you can't wash. You can wipe it from the for the with the dry cloth. You can't wet it.
Oh, okay.
You can wash it from inside, but you can't wash it from outside. Otherwise, the rattan part will got removed.
Okay.
Okay. Can you remove the rattan part and then wash it? Because I'm just thinking,
Yes,
like,
ma'am.
if it's a glass.
Yes, ma'am. In some parts, such as for example, like this, in glass, you can remove it from here, wash it, then keep it again.
You're
Back in,
frozen.
yeah.
But in this kind of jar, in this kind of jug, you can't remove it because this is whole connected with the handle.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
But actually, can you
So
guys
it
see
can't
him?
be
'Cause
washed from the
he's
outside and
frozen
it is
on
not
my
removable.
screen.
No, he's not frozen. It must be you, Megla. He's fine here.
It's
Yep.
fine here.
Oh, okay.
Oh, he is now.
Now you can show me.
Yeah.
Now I am visible.
Yes, you're visible. Yep.
Yeah. So this kind of product, rattan weaving is not be able to remove it because whole thing is interconnected to each. And rattan weaving also done on the handle. So from handle it can't be removed. And from glasses you can remove from lower part and wash it again, put it back.
Yeah, no,
It's
he's frozen now.
frozen. It's frozen, yeah.
Yeah.
Ankit, your
Yes,
video
ma'am.
is frozen. Yeah, your video is frozen. We can't see you. Can you just turn off your video and turn it on again?
Let me do, ma'am.
Yeah.
He's come back.
Now is it okay, ma'am?
Yeah, that's
You're
Yeah,
right.
it's
okay.
okay
Yep.
now.
Thank you.
Okay, keep going wherever
Okay.
you want to go in that big factory.
Yeah, show us more products.
Can't hear us, I don't think.
So, Ankit, what else do you want to show us?
It's a huge showroom, Megla. But apparently,
Looks like it, yeah.
Megla, last night he was telling us that they are going to be at the show too
Yeah.
Okay.
in
Hello.
October.
Yeah, Ankit, we
Hello.
can hear you.
Now is it visible, ma'am?
But you're frozen.
Your video is still frozen.
Megla, ask him about
Might
the show that he's going to be
it
at the
might
show.
be a network problem. Sorry for the interruption, ma'am.
Yeah, no worries, no worries. Do you use recycled glass? Oksana is asking that.
In some cases we recycled. It depends on the quality, how the glass is. Is it glass cleaned? Is it glass is chemical free? Then we recycle it. Otherwise, we discard it.
Okay. Cool. So I guess what we could do is go through their catalog because
Yeah.
he's
Looks like
frozen,
it's
so we
frozen
can't
again.
really see. Yeah, we can't
Because
really
they've got
see.
some stunning products.
Yeah, it's
Ma'am,
looking
we
like
have
his video is not
wide
working.
we have wide range of categories, so I think it's not possible to describe each and every product through video call. If you like our product, please give us a chance so that I can share a catalog with you, so that you got
Yeah.
clear idea about
You're
the
back.
products which we are dealing.
You're back. So yeah, so you're working.
And Kit, you told us last night that in October you will be at the you'll be exhibiting at the Delhi Fair.
Yes, sir. We there. We meet you in the October fair also with our
Yeah.
category products. There you can get a clear idea also about our
Absolutely.
products in which we are dealing.
Yeah,
Some new styles we are developing for the show also.
yeah.
Okay. So which are the
Because,
main countries that you export to?
Ma'am, we are dealing through USA, Middle East, in Middle East, European countries,
Okay.
and some other
Amazing.
countries also.
These copper ones are really nice. So
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
you do
ma'am.
these copper ones in
Yes,
house?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Please check. These are the ones.
Let's see. Oh, now
Water
his video is
dispenser, copper water dispenser made of full copper, 100% copper.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
love that.
nice.
And that's a
Beautiful.
hammered finish. If anyone,
Very nice. Yeah.
Oh, that's
This is enamel finish over it, powder coated, lacquered one over pure 100% copper surface. 100% copper surface. We have some copper cups also. Here it is. This is mule mug. Outside it is 100% copper. Inside it is steel. Some glass, copper made of glass. Another style of cup. 100% copper from outside and inside. We also deal in wide range of categories. Copper bottle also.
Can you show some of the bird baths that you have? I thought that was quite
Yes, ma'am.
interesting. The bird feeders,
Yes, ma'am.
bird baths. We haven't really seen
Let me show.
those products.
Let me show you. Let me show you, ma'am.
Made him run around the showroom.
I know it's such a big showroom. I mean, it's amazing what he's got there. He just keeps finding more things.
any
He's
of
got there for
the
ages last night.
trip attendees, you know, they'd be because we had a really good look at all the designs yesterday, and I mean If any, we've seen so many different things, haven't we, Margaret?
Yeah, it was great.
Copper bird bath made from. It stands over the
Wow.
iron stick in the garden.
Yeah.
Hammered finish over it, 100% copper with the lacquered surface. This one is the hanging copper bird bath with the chain attached to it. The bowl.
Yeah, they're really nice.
You can hanging in the garden, in the courtyard. We have sunflower shape also.
Look at that.
That's so
Stands
cute.
over the folding stand. You can put it in your garden. It looks beautiful. It shows your garden a nice sight.
Right, and they've got all those flowers. See the flowers in the background there? All those
Yeah,
coloured
those
flowers.
garden flowers.
He's got heaps of those. He's got heaps.
This is small shaped bird bath, which you can attach at your balcony and courtyard from hanging attached clip from this side, and it attached over the pipe railing side anywhere.
All right.
Made of full copper.
Will the copper bird bath go verdigris with time, or does it have a lacquer over it?
This is
Yeah.
another
Does the
style.
copper
It
bath,
is small size. Yes, ma'am.
does the copper bath have lacquer over it?
Will
Yes,
it
ma'am.
discolour in the weather or not?
Will it discolor?
Ma'am, its surface is covered with the lacquer so that it will not get tarnished in the atmosphere.
Okay. Yep. Okay. Do you want to show us those wooden rabbits and things you had too? Your wooden rabbits?
Yes, ma'am.
They're
Easter
He's
gorgeous.
going to
rabbits
make
we
it
have.
run again, Mark.
I've given him plenty of exercise. He's doing his exercise for me. You've got to see these rabbits, Megla. They are to die for.
Oh.
This one.
Yeah, and they're all of them. Yeah, they're just
This is
beautiful.
this
You know
this
what this
rabbit is made
reminds me?
from
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
wood, mango wood. And there's ones with
It
metal
reminds me of
ears.
the Zen egg that Vance was talking about yesterday, right?
These are
the
just
body is
gorgeous.
the body is made from the wood and the ear is made from the aluminum casted.
There's so many
So
different
cute.
ones of them. They're beautiful. Look,
New one, another style.
aren't they cute?
Very cute, yeah.
And you've got lots of Christmas decorations too like that, haven't you? Yeah. Oh, look. Oh, aren't they beautiful?
Yeah, it's totally different, isn't it? Yeah.
I just haven't seen any of these products anywhere.
Mm.
Yeah, he's my man. That's my man. I love him. Want one of those.
Another style with the natural finish, having brass antique finish over the ear, made from the aluminum casting material. This one.
Oh, yeah. Look. Aren't they cute? Yeah, no. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's so
beautiful
different.
bunnies.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about your Christmas decorations? All the Christmas
Yes,
decorations.
here it is. Here it is.
Oh, yeah. it's
Marble
star.
cone
Yeah, look
with
at
the
that.
metal star attached over the top.
Yeah.
Another shape. It's a square shaped marble made cone, metal star attached over it.
They're very sort of nice and timeless, aren't they?
Wood
These.
wood carving, Christmas tree.
Beautiful.
This is Christmas angel. Bottom made from the mango wood and the top is made of sheet metal and wire.
I think they're great.
I love the combination of metal and wood.
Mm.
Mm.
This is
Look at
candle
this.
tea light holder. Whole
isn't that
part is
cute?
made from the aluminium and the base is made from the mango wood and tea light is attached in front of it.
Lovely. I love that. So I think you're spoilt for choice, people. I don't know what you can
This
do.
is candle pillar holder in the shape of the Christmas tree. The pillar holder is attached here and it have mango wood base connected. Rattan weaving Christmas tree. This is seagrass. We also do in rattan also. This is a star.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Hmm.
So we might have to stay at Moradabad for a week, Megla.
I know. Cancel all the tickets. Change all your flights. How are we going to get out of these factories?
I know, like we were here for ages last night. It was so good.
Yeah, because
And just imagine being there in person, you know.
Yeah. Spring is in the air. Yeah.
Yeah, spring. Oh,
Yes,
that's
is
so
it?
cute.
It's in the wording. The word letters are made from the wood, and the base is also from wood. Then we color it over the letters, so it looks different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no, very nice. Amazing. That's
So
an
do you have
amazing
CNC machines for wood?
We have CNC machine. We also have CNC machine. We have laser machines also. This is
Okay.
sculpture mirror, dressing mirror
Oh,
in the shape of the peacock.
so
Wow.
cute.
No, this
That must be very
amazing.
heavy.
Yeah, that one would be a bit heavy.
Coaster based dressing mirror. It's seahorse
Ooh.
made of aluminum casted, attached at the base. You can put it at your makeup area.
Yeah, so that probably wouldn't be that heavy because the base is aluminium.
Aluminium, yeah, it's not.
Oh, look at
This
that.
is giraffe.
I've got a few giraffes in my house. He could sit with the rest of them.
Very nice.
This is deer,
Oh, the reindeer.
and the mirror is attached. Yes, ma'am. And the glass is mirror is attached at its back, which gives it a nice view.
Is there anything in particular people would like to see? Put in the notes.
Sorry?
And that's okay.
It is tabletop decor.
Fine.
Because he had Halloween things and he had some unique shelving too, Mark.
Yeah, he did. That's right. Yeah.
This is octopus made from aluminum casted and a bowl attached over it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can they add lights to the mirrors so they become a makeup mirror?
Mirror. Probably a bit.
Ma'am, you can attach a light, but we are not doing lighting. We are only doing the fabrication and the production only.
But it's possible. That's possible.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. It is possible, sir.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Snail made of casted aluminum. It is tabletop decor.
So cute.
This is oversized casted tray having coastal base.
That'd be good for a
you can-
resort or a
Yes, sir. You can put some flower and the tea light over it, so it looks very beautiful.
Yeah, no, it's amazing.
It's bowl attached over it, and the seahorse connected at the base.
See, I don't think we've ever seen these sort of products, Megla. Can you remember seeing
Never.
these before? Never.
No,
They're so different. And that's what we keep saying to people. Every factory does something different. It's not like going on
yeah.
every bar.
Even though the materials are the same.
Yeah.
We have
Materials are the
Yeah,
same.
oh, look at these.
The shelving.
These are beautiful. Yeah, look at these.
Oh, these are
They're
shelves.
Christmas storage
Is
shelf.
Yeah.
Chris-
Got some
Is that
beautiful
mango
storage.
wood?
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am. It's completely mango wood.
Can the
Okay.
table
It
be
is-
flat packed?
Hang over there.
And
3
this
hangers are
table
attached at the
is
base.
Yeah.
You can hang it over the wall.
You know that table you had, the oval table, is that flat pack or not?
knocked down.
Table.
Knocked down.
Oh,
That
ma'am,
oval
sorry.
one. The one you had that was oval that you showed.
The table that
luggage
you
rack.
just showed.
The folding one. You're talking about the folding of this one.
No. The one you just showed before that was metal and it was oval and it had a base on it. That's not knocked
It's
down.
not a table. It's just like a decoration, tabletop decoration kind of thing, right?
You were
Oval
talking
thing
about the
that you
table.
showed. Oval,
Oval,
that
okay.
you said that it's for like tea lights or decoration. to
Let
keep
me
on
let me
the
let me show you again. Let me show you again. This one.
Yeah.
Yes, this one. So is this flat pack?
No.
No, ma'am.
Knocked down?
It's not knocked down. It is completely fixed. But we can make it a knockdown by attaching its screws from here. We can make it knockdown also.
Yeah.
If we attach a screw at this point, then it will make knockdown also. We can pack it. This is separately and lower part separately.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. No, that's great. Wow. Yeah, so you've got the wooden shelving is beautiful too. There's just so many things.
Thank you so much, ma'am.
Absolutely
We have a
amazing.
wide range of category. We are doing these things from last 2 decades. So we have a wide range of category. So it's not possible to explain each and every product and each style through video call. If you give us a chance, then we'll share a catalog in which you get each and every item with this dimension, finishes, what finish we are using, what material we are using. You can get a clear idea through this.
How many
Okay,
pieces,
thank
how
you.
many designs
Good
do you have? How many designs have you got about? Thousands.
More than 1,000,
How
ma'am.
many?
Above 5,000.
About
Above
5,000.
5,000. Yes, ma'am. If we consider each and every style, each and every season, each and every category, then it's above 5,000.
Can you show some of the lanterns that are there?
Yes, sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am. Just give me a second.
Are we
And I was
visiting
gonna-
this factory? Rashmi,
He
that's
had
a good
some,
idea. I
yeah,
mean,
he had
I
some
don't think we
Halloween
are.
things.
Let me
didn't he?
We
ask.
weren't, but we might be.
Yeah, we're not.
Adam too.
Perforated lantern
Yeah.
made of iron, and the surface is powder coated. This one is little big one.
Oh,
And
we are
some
planning to
are
visit
here.
this factory. Sajita says yes.
Oh, good.
So Rashmi,
Yeah, we
yes.
discussed it last night. Yeah. Yes, look at them all.
Yeah.
Oh, there's my bunnies again. There's so many beautiful designs.
And I also like the ones that you have in wood. Lanterns in wood. I think that's.
We have many
quite
styles in wood.
Mhm.
I think to actually go there and touch and feel some of these items, people are going to be absolutely.
How are we going to get the people out of the factory and back on the bus?
How are we going to do that? Yes. Everybody watching over here, if you're on the trip,
Yeah.
this is something you'll have to keep in mind. You'll have to.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
lovely too.
Yeah.
It's going to have to be a threat
Frozen
on the
again.
bus, or you're walking.
Exactly.
And I mean,
We'll
I
have to
know we're
threaten
only
them.
looking at this through the video, but everything looks very good quality, doesn't
It
it?
looks beautiful. Yeah, look at those. They're
It's-
gorgeous.
Rattan weaved lantern.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weaving is done over the metal wire.
And it's got metal handles. Are they metal handles? Yeah.
It has.
Metal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of combinations of wood and metal and things too. Really
Absolutely.
beautiful.
You wonder
Is that-
where all
yeah.
the ideas.
Yeah, there's
Where all
wooden
the
lanterns,
ideas-
Christine, and there's rattan ones as well. Oh,
There you go. Yeah.
is that a wine rack? No? Or is it just a, no?
It's a storage shelf. You can
Storage
put small items, decor item here, and you can
Oh, yeah.
hang it over the wall also. Christmas snowflake rack.
No, that's nice. Yeah, not a front rack. Yep.
We do oversized caddies also, like this.
Oh,
Three
wow.
shelf.
Yep.
Shelf are made
He's
from mango
frozen for
wood.
me. He's frozen for me.
No,
Can
he's
you
not
guys see
going
him?
for-
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
moving around.
yeah.
Oh.
He's walking up and down the showroom. Oh, yes, that's nice too. Yeah,
And kids-
they're oversized.
Yes,
and
sir.
everything.
But are they knocked down? Could they possibly be knocked down?
No. I don't
Yeah,
think so.
it can be possible, but if we do knock down, then strength of this rack will reduce,
Yeah.
sir.
Changes, yeah.
Yeah.
Because it is oversized rack. If we knock
Yeah.
down it, then its strength will be reduced, sir. You can't you can't put a heavy product over it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I understand.
Oh, Ankit, do you have any wall art? Because I saw some really
Yes, ma'am.
beautiful wall art on your,
Yes,
in your
ma'am. Let me-
catalog. Can you
Oh,
show
look
us
at
some of
that.
those?
Let me show you, ma'am. Let me show you.
He'll need a rest after this. We've got him running everywhere.
Yeah.
Hey, and Kit, what don't you
Yeah,
have?
yes, sir.
He
I'm
said,
just
what
saying, what
don't you have?
You have everything. It's saying what don't
Yes,
you
sir.
have? You have everything.
If the thing we didn't have, if you demand for that, we can make that also, sir.
Very good.
Here it is, sir.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Is that what you mean, Megla?
Yeah, exactly. These are so beautiful. Like when you see them, I was at a fair a couple of months ago, and I saw these.
These
They're
all
just
are
gorgeous. Nice
wall
touch.
hanging flowers.
Yeah, that's like that.
They're for outside, yeah? They're for outside?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen this one. That's gorgeous, Megala. That's
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
Yeah, that's
see
my
that.
color.
That's your color. That's Megala.
So, what is the MOQ or MOV that you have?
Ma'am, minimum MOQ is 250 pieces, but it depends on the product. If the product is oversized, then 250 MOQ is sufficient for that. If the product is small products, then the MOQ is above 1000, 2000. It depends on the product, what product the buyer is asking for.
Okay, let's say these wall art items.
Wall art,
Approximately what?
this one is oversized wall art, so MOQ is 200 only.
200. Okay.
All
Oh, look at that,
four
some
flowers
Jesus
are
on the
interconnected.
Look at our team. Look at the bottom note, guys.
I did.
what-
Yeah. So we are
But the
visiting this factory on the 19th.
MOQ is not fixed, ma'am. It can be go up and it can be down if wire requires.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
it's flexible. Good. Do you manufacture metal vase with specific engraving like flowers or heart?
Yes, ma'am. Let me show you.
Metal vase with
He's got
engraving.
one of those too.
Well, you just got to ask and he has it.
Whoops,
Oh my
he's
God, where
gone.
is he gone now?
How are we going to find the people in this showroom, for God's sake? We need them on a chain to keep track of everyone. We're going to lose somebody.
Here it is, ma'am. Flower vase etching is done over the surface,
Yeah.
and we have that product also which you are asking for, but it is in another showroom which is under construction. So I'm sorry for that. I couldn't be show those kind of flower base with have floral
Okay.
surfaces over it. But I'll share
But then,
a catalog with you.
yeah, and I think, if you want any particular designs to be engraved, like flowers and heart, you can
Yes,
actually
ma'am.
send those
We
designs
can
to
do.
them and, get a
We
sample
can
made.
yes, ma'am. We can share with you. We can share sample with you. The particular design what you want, we can do.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have an MOV, like a minimum order value for placing orders, like,
Ma'am,
$2,000, something like that?
that Mr. Rahul sir will confirm you.
Okay. Okay.
Actually,
Is copper more
actually,
expensive?
yes, ma'am. Sure, definitely.
Yeah, it is
The
more
value
expensive.
the value of the raw copper is much higher than the steel or the iron. That's why it's costlier.
Okay.
But we
Do
do
you have
also, yes, ma'am.
cork
Please.
products?
Cool.
Cord product. Recently, we don't have actually in that showroom. It is, but we are developing some new cork design also. Later on, I'll share with you in the catalog.
Okay.
Okay, what kind of cork products are you developing?
Made
Do
of
you,
casted iron, made of wood, rattan weaving over the wood. These kind of product we are
oh,
dealing.
maybe they're asking for like the material cork. I think it's different
Material
from what.
aluminium,
Aluminum.
wood. These material we are using.
Okay. So, sorry, make them laugh till it hurts. I don't know what your name is, but if you're looking for fashion products that are made out of cork, for example, bags, wallets, we do have a
No,
really good
ma'am.
supplier for those kinds of products. Yeah, I'm not sure
Ma'am,
what
we are not.
products they are looking for. Yeah, I know you're not. Yeah, but I'm just telling
Ma'am,
this
we are
buyer that
not
there's
doing.
another supplier. Yeah, there's
Oh,
another
Yes,
that's
supplier
yes,
who
ma'am.
can do those types of
We only
products.
do jewelry boxes. We only do jewelry boxes made of MDF and glass only.
Yeah. I'm worried about you guys. You'll be lost in that maze.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
worried
for
about
sure.
finding them all, Oksana. We'll probably bring
Yeah.
home one less.
Okay, let's just see if we have any questions. Oh, do you have teapots?
Sorry,
Metal teapots. Do you have
Teapot.
teapots? Metal
teapot,
teapots. Mm-hmm.
matter, ma'am. Again, sorry. That
No.
category is organized in another showroom. I'm really
Oh.
sorry for this.
They do have it though.
Okay, so if he has
We
MOV, then we
have
can order a few products together.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
negotiable, Rashford.
Yeah.
There's no problem there. Yeah.
You just need to talk to them. Depends on the product
Yeah.
of
Flower pots. Cork flower pots.
pots.
I've
I don't
not
know
heard
what
of
that
that. That is
No.
No.
very interesting. Well, if you want to maybe reach out to us by email, and
okay.
we will look into this. So no, I'm telling the buyer. So you can send us an email at info@indiasourcing.net, and we can try to look for a supplier for you.
Yeah.
So that's the email address, info@indiasourcing.net. Let me just show it here real quick. So what else do you have? Any last products before we sign off?
Ma'am, whatever you ask, I'll show you.
Hello. The last thing is the last thing is Halloween. You showed us some Halloween products.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let me show you again, sir.
Okay.
Actually, we are developing some new styles also. So we only have 2 to 3 styles in Halloween.
That's okay. Yeah. You can
Right
talk
now.
about the new styles when-
Let me show you.
What are the latest trends?
Trick or treat.
Trick or
Oh,
treat.
look at that.
Trick
So
or
that's
treat.
laser? Is that
Made of
laser?
mango wood. Yes, ma'am. This is lasered
Yep.
over the mango wood
Yeah.
plate.
That's beautiful,
Okay.
isn't it? It's a pumpkin.
Christine, I think once we are there, we'll be able to see the latest trends, and maybe we can ask them what are the newer products.
Yeah, a lot of them won't show you, Christine.
Oh, look at the pumpkins. Wow. Quite cute, aren't they? Like
Lovely.
pumpkin.
They look so well made, though, don't they?
They do. They look good quality.
Yeah,
Really nice
fantastic.
quality.
Candle holder. You can enlighten the candle inside it. It will
Oh,
glow
that'll glow.
like
Oh,
orange.
wow. Yeah, see, they're great.
We are
We have to
developing wide
extend
range
the
of
factory
category in
tours.
this.
Yeah, sure.
We are developing wide range of category in this.
Yeah.
One more product related to Halloween I have for you.
I don't know where he knows where they all are.
See,
Oh, look at
seagrass pumpkin.
Pumpkin. Oh,
Seagrass
wow.
pumpkin. It has 2 sizes, ma'am. One is larger and one is smaller one.
They're cute. So many different things. That's amazing. Very good. You've done well.
Yeah.
We've given you work
Thank
out
you
for
so much.
today.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the appreciation.
No problem, man.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time today. You've
Right.
done well, really
Yeah.
well.
Thank you so
All
much,
right,
sir.
Ankit.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot for
Please give-
joining us, and we will
Okay,
come
thank
and
you.
visit
Thank
your
you so
factory
much.
in October.
We'll see you
Definitely.
next
Most
month.
welcome. Most welcome.
See you at the fair and the factory.
Definitely. Namaste from the India. And please
Thank
give us
you.
a chance to show our wide range of category through catalog.
Yes, so if anyone's interested, go ahead and send them an inquiry from the webpage, so indiasourcing.net/impex. And even if you just want to take a look at their catalog, you can send them a message, and then they will, send the catalog to you. So take a look. All right. Thanks a lot, Ankit.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much, sir. We'll
See you shortly.
meet you in the fair. We'll meet you in the fair October.
Okay.
We are
Bye.
we are waiting for you, sir. Bye. Namaste.
Bye-bye. Namaste. Wow.
That was cute. That was awesome.
I was,
So good variety.
Christine asked a question about, the new designs.
Yeah.
Factories, Indian factories, like for new designs, don't just throw them out willy-nilly. You've got to really sort of, be a customer, a present sort of customer, or they know that you, are going to be a good customer, and then they'll throw, new designs and say, hey, do you like this? But if you
all the new designs are under the table.
Under the table.
yeah.
But they had so many products, and
Yeah.
most of them I haven't seen the same
No.
product anywhere before. It's like
Totally
every time we
agree.
go to a factory, guys, like I keep saying, you go on to Alibaba from China and it's the same thing every
Same,
100 times. You go to India and every factory seems to do the same product but in the same material, but it looks different. It's got a different spin to it every time.
Every time.
Yeah, it's amazing. Trends for materials.
Wondering about the trends for materials, etc.
Yeah, well, you can always ask.
I think it depends on the.
Yeah, it depends on your market too, really, whether you're going to Europe or, wherever. So, yeah, no.
Exactly.
That was amazing.
All right. So that was a good session and really good information about tea and lovely metal products. So just a quick reminder, once again, if you're not signed up for India Sourcing Trip, you can still do that. You can go to indiasourcingtrip.com and get more information. We are leaving the trip starts on October 12th. So, be there. Amazing opportunity to see lots of products, meet suppliers, visit these factories, learn all about sourcing from India. There's no better way to source products than to really go to the country and, meet suppliers face to face and touch and feel the products. That's the best part.
And come and meet the tea queen.
Yeah, have a cup of tea. Come and have a cup of tea.
Yeah. And guys, even before we go to the trade fair, at our conference on October 13th, we're going to have a mini expo, and gradually more suppliers are joining in, and now we're kind of running out of space, but we're going to have our own little mini expo over there.
We're going to have our little trade fair.
Yeah.
And I just Googled, and it's 40 sleeps till we go.
40 sleeps till we go.
40 sleeps and we're there. Or we'll be there before that. So 38 sleeps and I'll be in India. I'll be sitting by the pool.
Yeah. We're
going to make you work, Mark. You're not going to be sitting by the pool. There's lots of work to do. Hello.
I'm just thinking
that coming on the trip
we
now.
Can get
Lots, Christine. Almost 3 buses. So, yeah.
Sorry.
And they're rather large buses.
Yeah.
Right. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. What a fun session it was today. Informative, educational, fun, engaging, and of course, great products for everyone to source. So hope you found some inspiration today. Hope you find some new products to source, and we will see you in the next couple of weeks. And for people in Australia, I will see you next week, and Marg and I will see you next week, actually. And if you're in Melbourne, then Kevin too.
We'll see you, Megla.
And just quickly,
yes.
Anyone who's in Melbourne who wants to catch up with Megla, we're having a meetup in Melbourne on Wednesday, the 14th of September at 5:30. So just keep a lookout. We'll be posting that, but just if you want to put in your diary, anyone from Melbourne, and of course she's going to be in Sydney, so anyone going to SFF, you'll find her walking around Darling Harbour.
Yes. So if you're in Melbourne, then September 14th is our meetup with ISN. So we'll see you.
Yeah. So either guys, make sure you come and say hello to the ladies.
If you're interstate, you've got to fly over.
In Sydney, we don't really have a meetup as such, but then we will see you at Southern Cellar Fest. Although we are trying to organize a lunch on the 9th.
We're trying, but it depends on Megla's commitment. She's got a few commitments. We're halfway there.
Yeah.
We'll post it if we can organize it.
Okay. All right. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining us. We'll see you around. Bye.
See you. Bye.
Bye.